Normally, when people can't get a job, it's a sign they're going after the wrong one. Or maybe I just suck at everything. So after years of getting rejected by the game industry, I decided, let's just go for it. I mean, after all, plenty of you guys are doing it, which gives me the personal security that I'm not the only one making just terrible life decisions. I constantly ask myself, what is the worst that can happen? You're old as dirt. If you're actually good, someone would have hired you. You already live in a van down by the river. You could lose everything you have, and your family could starve. I got it. I got it. It's 1,000,000 to 1 odds. But
Never tell me the odds.
here's the quick backstory. Got married when I was 19, had a kid, ran off, joined the Air Force, served with the greatest men and women I've ever met in my life, but never really found a place that I felt I belonged. So when I got out of the military, I tried a couple normal jobs. Those didn't work out well for me. And my wife and I hit the road. We sold everything we had. We moved into a fifth wheel trailer. And now my wife, myself, 3 kids from ages 4 to 15. We travel America, going to all the national parks, and it has been absolutely amazing. But sooner or later, I've got to pay for the bills.
Where's my money?
This isn't an autobiography, it's a game dev log.
Stay on target.
So first up, I'm working on a tower defense game. Little guys go marching by, towers go pew pew, kill everything that moves. Revolutionary new idea, right? Absolutely not. It's going to be the exact same tower defense game that you've played 1,000,000 times, but what it's going to do is it's going to teach me some valuable lessons. Some very valuable lessons that I want to learn to be able to operate in the game industry, especially in the independent game dev field. I want to know how to add ads to my game. I want to know how to do global leaderboards. And there's a lot of systems that come with a tower defense game that I think will be really fun to cut my teeth on. So far, I've prototyped some basic game elements, and then that caused me to reevaluate my entire life's decisions. Still questionable. Then I threw together some lists, made a Trello board, threw some FigJam whiteboards together, and now I'm really ready to get started on this game in depth. And hopefully, I won't ruin everything.
This is fine.
So as I dive back in, I'm really going to focus on the towers, because if those towers don't operate the way the player expects them to, just efficiently taking out those little buggers as they walk by, then what's the whole point of the game? So I really want to focus on getting these core mechanics absolutely right, and then transferring them over to mobile and testing them there as well, because my target platform is going to be Android. My towers are going to have 3 key attributes: rate of fire, damage, and range. As your towers kill enemies, they'll level up. They'll level up from levels 1 to 15. Every 3 levels, we'll throw a component slot in there that you can set that will give a special attribute modifier to everything. And then every 5 levels, we'll go ahead and update the art of the tower so it looks like you're growing. Because who doesn't like seeing their progress in real time while playing a video game, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
So talking specifically about the components, I want them to be tied to a player progression to increase the tower level. Every time you start a new game, every time you lay a new tower, it's going to start from level 1 and then it's going to upgrade through 15. But your player is going to be increasing their experience the entire time, and that's going to remain global. But what we're going to do with that is allow the player to go through a bit of a tech tree. And as they're going through that tech tree, they're going to unlock these component slots. The component slots that you can put in might be like armored arrows or flaming arrows or spring coil for shooting faster. Whatever we decide to come up with, that it's going to be basic effectors to that attributes that power the towers, or they're going to be new mechanics like poison tipped arrows, which will make the enemies move slower. And so even though we'll have some basic forms of towers, each tower will take the form of your personal strategy to defeat the level. So the prototypes I've built so far are fine, but what I really want to do is refine them out and also document as I go along. My last normal job that I held, I was actually project manager over a Scrum pipeline for just normal tech development. And what I found there is that it's really useful to keep notes, annotate code, be able to go back and quickly find things to adjust them. And so as I rebuild these things past the prototype phase, I want to be following not really agile methodology, but the documentation that comes with it. And I'm actually going to make that documentation available to anybody that's following along with me, all like 4 or 5 of you. So if you want to try to make this yourself, you can kind of see some of the problems that I've been working. That's it for this time. So we'll see where I'm at in a month. I'm probably going to be, a month closer to a mental breakdown, but that's okay. We're going to have fun while we're doing it, and we're going to see where it goes from here.